What is up, guys? Here it's your boy CAGYJAN back at it again with a video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment without any scams, and make sure you subscribe to his channel with all notifications on. #1 blockchain gaming channel in the world. In this video I'm going to teach you how to breed Axies on the RONIN network. So you're going to need SLP, and also you're going to need AXS to actually make the transaction to breed Axies. I'm going to teach you how to get that at the end of this video, so use the timestamps after you watch how I do it. Alright, so the first thing you want to use in Axie Infinity is this extension. It's called the Free Kitties extension. This is a developer, a community member that has done so many things for the Axie Infinity community in many ways. And one of the things that he has done is an extension. It's a very old extension, but this extension actually helps you understand what Axies you're gonna buy, right? Before you actually breed. Alright guys, so let me teach you what this actually does. So I have the extension right here. You guys can't see it because of my camera, but anyways, you go to the marketplace, and as you see all these Axies, and you don't understand what they have in the back from the front. Like, you can't see even if you click on them, you're not gonna be able to see the actual DNA in the back, and that matters a lot because the DNA in the back is actually gonna play into the percentages and the chances of you getting what you want. So as you can see right here, we got 3 sets of DNA. We got the D, R1, and R2. The D DNA is the strongest one, the one with the most chances of actually getting that breed, right? But the ones in the back actually matter. So if you have what you want in the front, but then you have a mix in the back, it actually could be bad when you actually breed, because now you have chances of getting those cards that you might not want. So it's very important for you to search for Axies, and not only search in the front, right? You don't want to only search in the front abilities. You want to search what it has in the back. So as you can see right here, you got D, R1, and R2. So you want the R1 and R2 to have probably what you want in the front, the abilities that you actually want. And if it has abilities that you don't want necessarily, at least you want to have abilities in the R1 and R2 that if you get them, you're not too worried about it, right? So that's very important. This is a very important extension, and you can actually search for Axies like quick as hell. As soon as you learn the cards, you're gonna be searching like this, just hovering over, and that's it. And it's super easy. So now I'm gonna teach you how to actually breed and what I am going to breed. I'm gonna give you an example now. I'm gonna give you an example, and this is exciting because this is the thing that I love the most about Axie Infinity. It takes a lot of research to find the Axies that you want, unless you buy pure Axies. Unless you buy Axies that are 100% what you want. If you buy 2 Axies that have all the DNAs that you want and you breed them together, it's gonna be 100 out of 100. So you basically have no risk of getting something that you don't want. But that's why they're more expensive. If you actually find an Axie that has all the DNAs that you want, it's gonna be more expensive. And the person that is selling usually knows what he's doing. So that's very important to understand. That's why Axies with 100% in the front, in the back, in the middle, and in the back of what you want is probably going to be more expensive. But you can get around that. Sometimes you can buy Axies that have the DNAs that you want in the back. It might not have it in the front necessarily, but they have it in the back, right? So you can use those DNAs in the back to actually breed what you want. Although your chances are not going to be 100%, they actually increase the chances of you getting those. So sometimes people sell Axies that are actually really good to breed, right? Because they have what you're looking for in the actual R1 and R2, which are the DNAs in the back. And if you find those Axies, you can actually breed more efficiently and probably with a lower cost. You do have the percentages, you know, you might get something that you don't want because the DNAs in the back is not the strongest one, but you can actually breed like that. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm going to do. So this is what I want to do. I want to actually breed an Axie that has the pumpkin. I want to breed an Axie that has Kotaro, right? I want to breed an Axie that has cactus, and I want to breed an Axie that has carrot. So I already bought this Axie right here, and you might say, why would you want to breed another one of those if that's what you're looking for? Well, I want to make a little farm, or I just want to experiment and kind of like get an Axie with a 0 breed count. This one has 3 breed counts already, so this is going to cost me a little bit more in SLP when I actually breed with another Axie. So I bought this one already. bam, it's already bought, right? So my next step is actually find another Axie that has similar abilities or even the same abilities, right? Or the same DNAs, so that when I breed, my chances actually go up. So if we go to the front right here, the only things that I don't like about these is that it has this one right here and perch right here. So if I had pumpkin, 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 it would be 100% pumpkin if I get another Axie with pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. So this one might actually throw away. I have a percentage of getting this in my Axie, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. So the chances are very low for that to happen. So now I went and bought another Axie. This one has 2 breed count out of 7. So if you go right here, this one has beach, carrot, Kotaro, and pumpkin. Those are cards that I actually want as well. In reality, what I really want is not beach, but cactus. But I bought this one because I said, you know what? It doesn't really matter. If I get beach, I'm not, you know, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that bad. But we actually look at the DNA right here. We got beach, rosebud, and beach again. And let's see what it has in the same horns right here. Let's see. So we got cactus, cactus, rosebud. So we got 2 rosebuds, R2 and then in R1. So the chances of rosebud is going to increase a little bit, but it's not going to be that bad. So let me actually show you how to calculate this. You actually grab the number right here. You grab the other number right here. You copy it without the actual number tag. You just grab the actual number and then you hit calculate. And let's see the percentages. As you can see right here, Kotaro, which is something that I really, really want, is 87%. Now, why is it 87%? It's very simple. We got it in D right here. And then in this one, we actually got Kotaro 3 times. 3 times. So the chances of this getting Kotaro is super high. And the reason it's 87% and not 100% is because obviously in this one right here, we got double serious right here. So that takes away some percentage and it lowers the chances of getting Kotaro. So as you can see right here, we got serious at 12.5%. But we got Kotaro 87%. That's good enough for me. That's not that bad, right? Now, as you can see right here, we got cactus at 46% and we got beach at 40%. Now, why do we have cactus at a higher percentage than beach? Although one Axie has double beach and the other Axie has double cactus. Well, it's very, very simple. If we go to the one that has cactus, this one has cactus at D and R1. So that's stronger, right? Because it's in D and R1 is stronger than R2. And if we go here to this other Axie, we got beach right here, right? And then we got beach in R2. So if we had beach in R1 as well, then the percentage would be actually the same. It would be equal percentage as this one. It would be cactus and cactus. It would be the same percentage. But as you can see right here, this one actually takes away a little bit because this one is higher because it has it in D and R1. I hope you guys are following up here a little bit. So that's that. Now we got pumpkin as well. Same concept that I explained on this one. But I want pumpkin, so it's good, 90%. And then we got the tail. We got carrot. I do want carrot. And actually, if I get hot butt, I don't mind it. I don't mind it that much. I actually don't mind it at all. So if we get that 12%, we get that unlucky percentage. It's not really that unlucky. I don't mind it. All right, cool. Now I'm in my inventory, right? Sounds good. So the first thing you want to do is actually click on your Axie, the ones that you guys want to breed. You click on any of the ones you want to breed. Make sure you know which ones you want to do. So you go to breed, bam, and then it's going to make you select another Axie. And then the other Axie would be, I think it's this one. And as you can see, I actually don't have enough SOP to actually breed. Because the breed counts are so high right here, it actually takes more SOP to actually breed. So I'm gonna go have to buy SOP and then do the breed. All right, so I got some SOP. If you guys want to know how I actually got the SOP and the AXS, I actually at the end of this video show you how to do that. I also have videos on that as well. It should pop up on the top right of this video or in the link in the description, so make sure you check that out. So I already got some SOP, and as you can see right here, my breed count is 2 right here, and my breed count right here is 3. So therefore, if we actually go to this graph right here, made by Binary Assets, you can see breed count at 2 is 300 SOP, and then the other breed count, which is 3, is 500. So therefore, 500 plus 300, there you go, it's 800 SOP. And now we breed is gonna cost us 1 AXS as well. So SOP plus the AXS for the breeding fee. So we go, let's breed, bam, easy claps. We get the running network transaction, we confirm it. That's that. Sounds good. Perfect. Now we're gonna do another one, and I think, wait, this one I have to refresh because it is not updated yet. Maybe I should wait for this to go through. Yeah, this is still at 2, so I don't know if I do it right away it's gonna get stuck. No, it's already populating right here that I need to pay more SOP, so that makes sense. But this doesn't make sense because it doesn't tell you, but I'm just gonna go through with it. So hopefully we get 2 Axies that I actually want. So there you go. Easy claps. We actually go to our inventory. We already got 1 right here. We got 1 egg. It's gonna take us 5 days, I believe, 5 days. And then we gotta morph it until adult. Now you can sell it if you want. If you want to sell your egg, you can actually sell it. Now you might say like, okay, why would you sell it? You know, people don't know what it is. Well, yeah, people can look at the parents right here and they can determine whether this Axie is something that is probably gonna come out good. So this is a strategy you want to use if you're actually buying Axies that are eggs, right? You can look at the parents, and then once you look at the parents, you can plug it in the calculator and see if the chances of that Axie getting something that you like is gonna be high. And if it's high, you might find an egg for a lower price, right? So make sure you check that out. And if you're new to Axie Infinity, this is something you want to do before you buy an egg, right? You don't want to buy just some random egg out of nowhere, right? It's very important for you to look at the parents, calculate it, and see if it's something that you think is good. Now, another point I want to make that I forgot to make, when you're actually breeding, in this case, we're breeding 2 Axies from the same class. So these are plant Axies. Therefore, our body right here is gonna be 100% plant, right? Now, if you breed Axies from like separate classes, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a coin toss, right? You're gonna have a coin toss, and basically you might get either the plant or the other, right? The other class. Now, what I'm telling you here is very, very important, because let's say you want to breed this one with another Axie like a bird, right? Depending on the body type that you get, you might get different stats, and those stats might not be the stats that you want. Once you change the body part, once the body part changes, it changes the stat by default, right? So if you see right here, we got aquatic Axie. So the base stat right here is 39 HP, 39 speed, 35 skill, and 27 morale. So that means let's say you got a plant right here. You got a plant that is a base stat at 43 HP, and then you breed it, let's say with a bird, right? It's a 27 HP. But in reality, what you really want is a plant body part. But now that you're breeding it with a bird Axie, because you're trying to get some bird parts into your plant Axie, now you have a chance of your Axie being a bird. Now you got a 50-50 split. So imagine you're looking for a plant body part because you want that base HP by default, but then since you're breeding it with a bird Axie, now you have a chance of getting the bird body part that only has 27 HP. So that's something to keep in mind. It's better to actually breed at the beginning. If you don't know what you're doing too well, it's better to breed Axies within the same body type. Now, if you want to take a look at this stats right here, I'm gonna leave the link down below. This is Axie.zone. Let me actually lower this so you guys can see it. Axie.zone. There's many other tools in this website as well, so I'm gonna leave the link down below. Now let me give you a scenario. Let's say you have a plant. We already know that plant give you a base stat of 43 HP, right? So let's say some of those parts are aquatic or reptile. Well, reptile doesn't really matter because it actually adds HP as well. So let's say you put an aquatic part. You bred an aquatic part because the other Axie had aquatic, and then it came out with an aquatic part, right? An aquatic eyes or aquatic mouth, something like that. What it's actually going to do is going to add only 1 HP and then give you 3 speed, and then it's not going to give you any skill or morale in this case. And the same thing goes with beast. So if you actually breed an Axie and it comes out with a beast part, what's going to happen is it's going to give you 1 speed and it's going to give you 3 morale. So that's something that you got to keep in mind in terms of breeding, right? So if you want an Axie that is fully health, 100% health, you got to stick to plant parts and reptile parts, because those are the ones that give you full HP. So you got the base right here, 43, and then if you got body parts that are either plant or reptile, it's gonna actually add, right, HP, 3 HP. So as you can see, if you have the 6 parts that are HP between plant and reptile parts, you're actually gonna get a plant Axie that has 61 HP. So these are the things that you got to keep in mind moving forward. All right, guys, so this is how you buy SLP. You're going to need MetaMask. Obviously, if you have an Axie Infinity account, you should have MetaMask and the running wallet as well. I have a video on that. So if you made it this far and you're new to Axie Infinity, make sure you check out that video on how to onboard Axie Infinity, how to do the running wallet, how to connect it to MetaMask, and all of that. So what you want to do here is actually swap Ethereum for SLP. And I already have SLP, I already bought SLP, but this is how you would go about it. You swap it. It is going to cost you a transaction fee because it is on the Ethereum network. As of right now, we can't buy SLP on the running network. We're going to be able to do it very soon, in the next maybe couple weeks, couple days, maybe a month. I don't know the exact date, but make sure you check out the running wallet to see if you can actually buy SLP and also buy Ethereum or swap it, right? So these two features right now are disconnected. Like they're grayed out. They're grayed out. You can't do it, but in the future you're going to be able to do it. So right now this is the process for you to get SLP or AXS. So if you want AXS, you also go to Uniswap as well, and then you swap Ethereum for AXS. Once you have done that, you want to go to the bridge, to the Axie Infinity bridge. In the video as well, I also have this. So if you made it this far, I'm telling you right now, I have a tutorial on all of this. So right here, you go to deposit, right? It's gonna ask you to connect your Ethereum wallet, which is the MetaMask, and then your running wallet at the same time. And then what you want to do is actually get your running address, the one where you want to deposit your SLP. You paste, bam, you select the asset. In this case is, I think it's SLP. Is it old? No, it's SLP new. No, it's actually the old one. Then you max, and then you actually go next. And since this is an Ethereum transaction into the running wallet, it's gonna cost you something right here. Damn, that is a lot of cash right now for me to do that. I'm probably not going to do it. This is very high right now. The transaction fee is very high. I'm just gonna wait. But anyways, this is how you would do it, and then you get your SLP in your running wallet. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, make sure you comment without any scams, and make sure you subscribe to this channel with all notifications on. I hope this was helpful for you. It's a very long video, but I think it's important because we got a lot of new players. We got some players that are not that new, but also need a little bit more of that push to get to that point of being a pro breeder. Blah. Of being lol. Pro breeder. Fuck it, dude. Whatever. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.